These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check.
Round 80.
Check. 53 is mine. It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on field.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56, 56.
53 is mine. 53. Check 53. Yeah. You know, go.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, his throw incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The 15 yards through the air and a first down.
319.
53. Mike. Okay, double up.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
53 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker.
now 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Smart. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
60 outlaw.
2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Ready?
3rd down and 12.
March 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
91.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
55.
Elliott running right. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Shift.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check.
Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 98 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You got nothing.
Go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. A big play there on the option, and even 50 yards on the ground. And runs like that with explosiveness, that's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, Smart, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Topper, topper.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Check pass. Check pass.
Hey, Echo.
13. Check 13.
He'll drop to throw, looking for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, Harris, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Bravo.
He can't hang.
Allen gonna throw. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the pop.
And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
X3, 218, chop. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Mike.
Hey.
Mike's 56. Watch the backer, watch the backer. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey. High 7.
Let's go.
You're out. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A spin. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Again, it's Elliott. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready up.
Check the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you. I got you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, orbit.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Hit it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They'll run with Harris, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a carry here for their fullback.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
56, Mike 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Big grip. Big grip.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Watch out.
Hey, Delta.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Shoot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up...
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yep.
Go back. We got motion. Back up. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
He
it
would have
is?
kissed it on the ground.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And what a big-time play there. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
55. Watch the slant.
On 52. 52.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Boy, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike's 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 26, check 26.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Alpha.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready to break.
56 is the mic. 65, 65, 65.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 56.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs. They need a way at the clock.
Watch out.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Check, 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 check. Check, check.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now Harris. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackled at the 21-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
On 1st down, Smart. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Buzz. Look at me. Go.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
10 Lobo. Hey!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, seam 6.
Squeeze double. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? All day, baby.
Be careful.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it, and this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, 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 check. Stop.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Hey, exit.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike, 55.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Just like that. Showing it.
They'll run on first down. Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll run again with Harris and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
On 3rd down, Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike.
Throwing again. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Mike, 50. Right there in the middle, 55. 5 wide.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.